Shut up and sit down.
Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Welcome back. I just did a dumb thing.
You did.
I wasted a tool and a weapon, and that's a bad time. But whatever. Anyway, I'm using grenade launcher now. Ooh, which I need to equip.
Our pistol is gone.
Yeah, that pistol's gone. I did a whoopsie. But that's whatever. That's how this works sometimes. It's more powerful, but it fires a lot slower. So it's going to take some getting used to. But anyway, we're going to head back to the museum and see what we can do there. I'm still not certain what my goal is in there. Do you remember? I know we're trying to find Dr. Plant. Well, yeah, obviously killing things. Killing things is the best thing in the world. That's what life's all about, is killing things. So you can eat them.
Kill things before they kill you.
Yeah, the meaning of life is caloric intake. That's what it's all about. Is eating enough to go have sex. That's what it's about.
So you have Star Wars stories?
Do I? I changed my mind. I'm not talking about those. No, I did. I GM'd, excuse me, my first ever pen and paper RPG, and I think it went pretty well. I think everybody had a good time, but I have been working on the game for months. Like, I had everybody do character creation back in April or May. It's been a long time.
A long time ago.
Yeah. And so I finally was like, all right, you know what? I got to set a date for this so that I can go into crunch. Like, the only way that I'm going to finish this storyline and have everything set out for encounters and whatever is... Oh, let me go this way. Is if I have a date in mind that I have to work towards. So that's what I did. And spent a week straight working at my job, working on YouTube, and working on the game. And so by the time we were finally done with our first couple of sessions, I was so burnt out. My brain was useless. I wasn't paying attention to anything. I felt like crap for like 2 days. Whoa! That's a good little bit of damage. Against that one guy only.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sucks. Why is it doing so little against them?
Maybe they're resistant to both fire and frost?
That doesn't make any sense. I'll scan him in a second. Let me kill this guy first. Jesus. Yeah, let me scan those little buggers.
We might need that acid after all.
Might need it. Oh. Okay, susceptible to poison. Great. Objects easily stolen. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, alright. So they're strong against everything else. Cool. In that case, I guess I'm gonna club them. Going down to the club. Alright. Hiya! Wah! Doesn't have anything. Awesome! Well, that's
I heard them a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, this is the newest club. I just got this. This is a new club mix. Damn, these guys take a lot of hits, though. Still.
Yeah. Well, they got 200 health.
Hey, at least I'm finally having to be strategic about weapons.
Yeah, that sucks, though.
Yeah, but...
Having to switch weapons sucks in any game.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was kind of a shallow experience. Like, this is my pistol. This is all I will use. Alright, let's switch back to the other, because it was better. But I do need to keep it in mind. Like, the moment I get a tool, I guess I'll head back. Oh, excuse me.
If you get a tool.
If I get a tool. Yeah, I've been just coming across them a lot lately. I know where I can go to grind for them, but I definitely don't want to do that on camera. Was I in here before? Yes. This is where I said to turn around. So let's continue up ahead, I think. Does this look right?
I don't know, I actually wasn't watching you play earlier.
I know, you were talking. And I was okay with that, but, you know. Okay.
Faces!
Faces. Oh, I can't interact with these? Oh, look at the faces.
So, as someone who was playing in that pen and paper Star Wars game,
Uh-oh.
I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty good.
Yeah?
I wanted to actually thank you for going through all that work to make sure we all had fun.
Yay! That's what I wanted. Wait, what was the noise? Oh!
I got to clone my voice and pretend to be a guard.
Yes, that was fun. I loved the line you used. Well, yeah. Whoa! Pillbugs. Hi, guys.
Pillbugs or plugs.
Plugs. They're kind of butts about it, though. They're butt plugs.
Oh yeah, so we got a new member to the family here.
Do we?
Yes,
Who's
I
that?
have a leopard gecko.
You have a leopard gecko, that's right. Ozzy. Ollie.
We
Sorry.
got him from a friend who felt like she needed to find him a new home.
So we're home.
And she knew that I've always wanted to breed leopard geckos. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, but I still wanted to have one as a pet.
How would you fuck him?
No.
No.
But so we got Ollie.
So we've been having crickets out the ass.
Yeah, we got lots of crickets.
Fortunately, none of them have come through in the capture because they are stored in the recording room. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, medicine 4. Ooh. Yeah, he's a sweet little bugger. You had a pretty tender moment with him almost right off the bat, didn't you? With the heat rock?
Yeah, I had my hand in there over the heat rock, and he looked at me, and he came over, and he like kind of snuggled between my hand and the heat rock.
So sweet.
And then the other day, I actually got him to crawl up onto my hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you kiss him?
No, I didn't lift him out of the tank yet. I want to give him more time.
To get used to it. Well, what's he gonna do? Run away?
He could fall and get hurt.
He'll just regrow.
He could bite, though he doesn't seem bitey.
Yeah.
Except for when he thinks it's food time. He did try and bite Emily.
The mitochondria creates ATP, a adenosine triphosphate, within the cell. How much energy is this equivalent to? 200,000 volts.
Sweet.
I knew that because Dr. Clamp told me. Anyway, yeah, so he's a sweetheart.
I had something specific I was going to say about him, and I totally forgot.
What color is he?
He's like orange, white, black, you know. I don't think he's any kind of a special morph.
No.
But he's cool.
So, how many things do you think he has to kill before he evolves? What does he evolve into?
Probably an angrier version of himself.
Whatever he already is, plus anger. So that's like a mega evolution, right? Oh boy.
I love lizards. I mean, I like all animals really.
As you expressly told us individually.
Yeah.
When you were. Yeah.
Reptiles, well, not even reptiles across the board, though. Specifically lizards, I've always loved since I was a kid, and it's something I never grew out of.
As you got older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an iguana as a kid, but my mother scared me out of keeping it, which honestly is a good thing. We went to the store. She was going to let me trade them in for whatever I wanted.
Okay.
Well, I was living up north in Massachusetts at the time, and the pet shop there tricked us into thinking we were getting chameleons, when they're actually just the typical anoles that you find around here in Georgia.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they change color. They turn brown when they're stressed.
Well, the more you know, right?
But, yeah, I was... Neither me nor my mother was really up to the task of having an iguana.
Yeah. Are they high maintenance creatures? I mean, other than having to worry about heat.
They are high maintenance.
Temperamental.
Very temperamental. Unless you're just lucky and you get one that isn't. And also, they get huge.
Yeah. No, the only reason that I know that they're kind of big is from I didn't see the whole movie, but the Starsky and Hutch movie. Can I go down? Let me go down. The Starsky and Hutch movie, Huggy Bear in it has a pet iguana, and there's like something where like one of them accidentally shoots its tail off, and he's like, "Oh, you shot his tail! Oh my god! Now we gotta. You know what? Just for that, we're gonna have to shoot off one of your limbs." And like one of the thugs, like one of the not bright henchman kind of guy is like, but wait a minute, his tail will grow back. Whatever you shoot off from them will not grow back. He's like, oh, well this seems to be a different kind of situation then. It would not be equitable for us to remove one of your limbs because yours can't grow back. They like wind up leaving the place fine.
But yeah, like I wanted to get a bearded dragon as a pet, and I even had the money to get one at one point with a tank and everything.
You're alright.
I was like, I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to afford keeping him fed. You know, it's a little expensive once you get a bigger lizard like that.
Yeah. The girl I used to date actually had two bearded dragons, so I've been around them. They're pretty cool. Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
Oh! Too bad I'm not going back to the police
You don't
station.
need to, remember?
What?
Remember, you can just use it here.
Yes, but I don't. I put away everything.
Oh, right.
I don't have anything with poison.
But yeah, my dream pet lizard is the Australian water dragon.
Yeah, you've shown me pictures of them. They're cool.
They're not as pretty as the Chinese water dragon, but they're often more docile and so easier to tame.
Easier to kill. Ah.
What I want most is actually not legal, and there's a different kind of iguana that looks like it's part dinosaur, like it's got horns and shit.
Okay.
But they're not legal to be held as pets. I think they're endangered.
Oh, do you know what they're called?
Nope.
Do you know where they're from?
Nope.
Okay.
I just know they are iguanas.
I want a Komodo.
So you want something that could kill you just by looking at you?
Hell yeah. I want to stare that fucker down every morning and be like, oh, is this the day? Is this the day? Because, I mean, honestly, if you get up and have to deal with that before you leave the house, you are fine for the rest of the day. By taking mitochondria, which uses oxygen as a nutritional source into the body and living with it symbiotically, the bacteria has acquired a tremendous amount of energy. What was the consequence? Self-destruction due to... No. Aging. Yeah! Aging is cell death. Is that a skeleton family?
Looks like it. Oh, it's The Simpsons. See the blue couch?
Yes. Look, more people. What am I doing here? I'm just kind of wandering from one room to the other. They have not given me any explicit direction. Not hominid. Hominid. Hominidae. Hominidia. This museum's pretty cool. I wish this were a real place. I'd go here. How accurate is this? On the inside. Do you remember any of this?
Yeah, it's not accurate in the slightest.
Not in the slightest. Okay. So they were like, oh, we're going to do the Museum of Natural History.
Like, the outside looks similar, but the inside is nothing like the actual Museum of Natural History.
Yeah. You didn't have to do a quiz on mitochondria while you were there?
No.
Cannon Wilson released a theory stating that humans were derived from mitochondria, which organisms thought to be female, African female. Got it. Yay! I did the thing. I guess it wouldn't have worked if they tried to make it accurate. Watson and Crick!
I got a friend in Maryland who has, like, minimum 5, I want to say more, giant lizards. She's got monitor lizards and iguanas.
I know a guy whose name I will not state and will not tell where I know him from, but I know a guy who used to deal with illegal transportation of reptiles. He has got his own little reptile house, or had. I don't think he does it anymore, but he had some stories. It was amusing.
I will say to anyone out there who does want to get a reptile, you do not want to go to pet shops. You want to get from a breeder.
Yes. The ones in pet shops, they're just kind of like, oh, we're here to sell it. We don't care about its health.
They don't take proper care of them, and they often put way too many all together in a tank way too small for them, and they bite each other, toes and tails off.
Surprise, surprise, consumerism.
They end up with diseases and stuff, so you don't want a pet shop reptile. I think with snakes, it's not so bad, but lizards, it's a definite no.
Okay, I never knew that.
I do think it's okay to get snakes from pet shops. Though you'd still probably be smarter to go through a breeder.
Yeah.
But with lizards, you absolutely want to go through a breeder. And you want to do the freaking research.
Yes!
Don't get yourself this tiny, cute little bearded dragon because it's gonna get like 2 to 3 feet freaking long, and you're not gonna know what to do with it.
Don't get Timmy one because he thinks it's what he wants for his 5th birthday. He won't care by the time he's 6. Right?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I mean, not to give parenting advice out
But
there.
I mean, most parents know that with pets, like they get a dog or a cat for their kids, they know that that's gonna be their
That's a
responsibility.
family member. I mean, I feel like I'm an authority on parenting. Since I've never had kids and I don't want them. So honestly, I feel like I know what's best for most kids out there.
Right.
There's an early death. I don't mean that.
I have no words for you right now.
No, I know you don't. It's okay. I just said everything that needed to be said.
I remember this scene.
Do you? I remember the next scene.
I'm not sure why. Maybe this is really hard.
Probably. Oh, I'm still clubbing too.
But
Damn
I
it.
very, very clearly remember that scene.
It's weird how that happens sometimes. I think we've talked about it a little bit, but there are certain songs that I'll hear that remind me of like specific stages from specific games in my childhood.
I don't usually get reminded of a specific area, but I will be reminded of a game. Like, Evanescence reminds me of Final Fantasy IX.
Evanescence reminds me of Ocarina of Time. Playing that over and over again.
Now, Weird Al reminds me of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Yeah.
And actually, very specifically, the first stage.
What
was that, Tatooine?
Yeah, it's the Mos
desert.
Espa.
I just know it was the desert.
The desert.
Because we had got that game and the Running with Scissors album the same day. And that's the album that had the couple Star Wars songs on it.
Maybe later, someday later, but for now I'm just a small bride.
Yeah. So we listened to that on repeat, that album on repeat while playing Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
I had a now that's what I call music CD, and I wish I could remember some of the songs on it, but I know one in particular reminds me of the ice stage from not the ice stage, but the water temple specifically from Ocarina. Another song on there reminds me of the fire temple, and I can't remember what any of them are. I just know when they come on, I'm like, oh, I played this game.
For me, there's not a lot of instances like that with games because I generally don't play anything else when I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
I want the sounds and music from the game. But it's also because I also usually play heavy story-driven games.
Yeah, and you want to pay
Yeah.
attention, and generally story-driven games have good music. Generally. I don't know what happened with those Final Fantasy games, but, you know. No, I at the time that I was playing Ocarina a lot, like I was getting grounded a lot, and the thing that my parents would do when I would get grounded is, oh, you know, you can't play your video games,
Yeah.
right? You know, that's the way that works. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced that, but they didn't say that I couldn't listen to music. Like, I couldn't watch movies and I couldn't play games, but they never said anything about music. So I had a DVD player in my room at the time, and so what I would do is I would swap the AV cables to run from my DVD player to my TV and then run video from the game to the TV. So I would have no audio from the game, but all of the audio from the music CD. And that's how I'd get away with it. I'd just close my door, hang out in there, and be like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. Listen to music.
See, back when I lived with my mother and I got punished in school. Here you can see.
Sorry. Hey, someone just locked the door.
No!
Okay.
So, like, my mother would punish me, and the punishment, when I was grounded, no TV, no video games. Initially, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I could listen to music, I could play with my toys. Over time, it got worse. I wasn't allowed to play with my toys.
Ew.
I wasn't allowed, at one point, all I was allowed to do was read.
Quit getting grounded. That's what that means.
I'm not even going to get into that.
Yeah. No, I know.
But, yeah, like, I wasn't allowed to close my door, so I didn't have a way to get around it.
I slipped. Oh my god. You weren't allowed to close your doors? Oh,
No.
my parents didn't like me to, but, like, What? They walked down the hallway, and guess what? My door's closed again. Looks like I can get in from there. Go down, I guess. She dies. How's she gonna do this? This is kind of spooky. That's a hell of a drop onto a ledge.
You know what?
Ew,
I think it is that the reason I remember that scene so well is because after that I had no freaking clue where to go. I was just walking in circles trying to figure out where do I go now? What do I do?
What do I do?
And I didn't realize you could go on the ledge and drop out.
Yep. Hey, asshole. Yeah, take it up the butthole. I like this heat frost damage thing. Cool. Nice. I'll take that medicine. Alright, well, we'll, I think we need to take a break here. This is a good ending point. We'll just check this room out real quick here.
Eggs!
Eggs! Boil and mash and stick them in a stew. Okay, well, anyway, bye, guys!
Bye.